Plaintiff Lisa DeBello says she's been best friends with the defendant for over 20 years, and she's deeply concerned about her friend because she has a severe gambling problem. Lisa says to make matters worse, the defendant also works at a casino, and Lisa's suing her today for unpaid rent and unreturned property. Defendant Deborah DeLolio admits that she gambles, but insists it's no more than a couple of times a month. Deborah says Lisa never agreed with her decision to work at a casino, and although she admits to owing Lisa, she says after she was diagnosed with MS, her medical bills took precedence over everything else.
Prove your case.
Well, Judge Mathis, I'd like to start by saying that I feel really bad that we have to be here today. Deb and I have been best friends for over 20 years, and the last thing I thought I'd ever have to do was take her to court. But I'm not only doing it because I have a financial claim, but it's also because I'm worried about Debbie. I think that Debbie may have a gambling issue, and I've seen you for a number of years, and I truly believe that you care about the people who come before you, and I think you walk the walk. It's not just talking the talk. And I know that you've been an advocate for tough love, and I think it's time for some tough love for Debbie, because her gambling issues have caused a lot of financial problems as well as emotional problems, and that's why I wanted to come before you today.
Would you want me to order her to win? I'm not What do you
No,
want
sir.
me to do?
No, sir. In fact,
It's not illegal. What do you want me to do?
It's not. I was hoping that maybe you might consider counseling, and if I can
Oh,
explain
that's right.
to you.
They do have a Gamblers Anonymous.
Yes, sir, they do.
Okay. All
They
right.
do. But
all right. That might.
What I want you to understand is that Debbie works in a casino, which makes it even worse. She works actually in the part where they pay out all the big winners. So I'm sure that it's got to be very difficult writing hundreds of thousands of dollars checks.
See, we're not smart enough here in the U.S. to do like they do in the Bahamas for sure. It's against the policy to allow the workers to gamble.
And that is correct, sir. She doesn't gamble at her own casino, but unfortunately there's another one 10 minutes down the road.
Oh. All right. So that's some of the background. Let me hear from her regarding what she's just told me, ma'am. You want to give me some background?
Sure. First of all, Your Honor, Lisa and I have been friends for over 20 years, roommates, housemates for at least 10. Lisa has always been there for me. Ever since I started working at the casino, Lisa doesn't agree with the people I hang out with. She doesn't like the whole industry. She thinks it's changed me, and it's put a strain on our friendship.
What has she stated? You're giving me some general terms. What specific things has she stated?
Just my attitude has changed towards life.
Like what? Changed how? You used to love life and now you don't? You used to be sober and now you're a drunk? What specifically in your life has changed?
I make bad financial decisions.
Okay.
I do things I shouldn't do.
Like what? Do things like what?
Go to parties out of state and drive 40 miles afterwards.
And not pay your rent.
Yeah.
She's right.
Go have fun,
you shouldn't party your
gambling.
money off and then hand her the tab and not pay her rent. So what else?
Also, sometimes she makes it so uncomfortable at where I used to live with her that I'd have to either go to see my family in New York, stay with them. Several times I've stayed with friends.
How does she make it uncomfortable?
Just we don't talk, we don't communicate at all. I go in my room, she goes in her room. We just...
When she does this, is all your rent paid up?
Not really, no.
That has something to do with it, I promise you.
Probably.
I bet you it does. No, we can't bet. That's already one of your problems. I assure you it does, put it that way. Do you have a gambling issue? You have gambling problem?
I do gamble. I didn't think it was a problem.
How often?
A couple times a month.
Okay. Doesn't sound like it's one either.
Your Honor, if I may? Mm-hmm. Deb was so far in debt, she ran up so many credit cards, over $30,000, that I tried to help her get out of trouble. I actually took out an equity loan on my own property so that she could pay that off and get out of trouble. And again, it's because I care so much about Debbie. She's like a sister to me.
You know that's what she used the $30,000 on?
I have statements from the casino that show how much Debbie's lost in the course of a year.
Let's see it. Is this true, man? Lost 30,000?
I didn't know that.
No, sir. The credit cards that she ran up were 30,000. I'm
Right.
not stating that that's all gambling.
That's why I asked you, what do you think she did with it? And why are you mentioning it in the context of gambling?
No, sir. If I make
January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. You gamble more than twice a month. It looks like almost every single day based on the amount.
No.
Okay, I'm looking right at it. Isn't this your name, and don't you go to the Mohegan?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
All
sir.
right, and it says you go there practically every day of every month.
Sir, that if I may, that's not correct. She doesn't go every day of every month.
Okay.
It may be read wrong on the
How
front page
often
of
do you
that.
say she goes?
Probably once a month.
Okay, that's not a gambling problem.
But if you
and
look
you're
at-
not able to tell me what she spent the $30,000 on. Can we get to the rent now
We
and
sure
the
can.
unreturned property?
She hasn't paid for 8 months, from September of 07 to April of 08.
What's the rent amount?
$400 a month.
Ma'am, have you paid this?
Not all of it. No.
All right, how much have you paid from September to April?
I probably did not pay maybe 5 months, but I'm not sure because I don't have.
Okay, you're not sure and she is, so I'm going to believe her over you. Unreturned property, or unreturned money, I'm sorry.
That's correct.
How does she owe you for that?
I participate in a program with my employment where I can take out a certain amount per week for a Christmas club, where they send you one check in October so you have saved up for the holidays. When I got my Christmas club account, I wanted to take $1,000 and not spend it, so I figured out of sight, out of mind. I asked Deb if she'd be good enough to place it in her checking account.
Really?
So that when I came, I know.
The gambling addict. Go ahead, ma'am. What else? We're not going to even go there anymore. Go ahead. Unreturned money. You gave it to
Yes,
her
sir.
to place it in her checking account, and what happened to it?
The casino took it, sir.
How do you know that?
Debbie told me that.
All right. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you do owe her for the $1,000 as well?
Yes, sir.
All right. So did you have anything else you wanted to say today other than I owe her the money she's suing me for?
Only that in 2004 I was diagnosed with MS,
Okay.
and Lisa has been there for me throughout the whole ordeal. Took me to Boston, took me to every doctor possible. Told me not to worry about, the bills because my health is more important. I did accumulate quite a bit of medical bills, and I think that does contribute to some money that I do owe her.
You admit to owing, and your only defense is that you have a medical condition.
Yes. I mean, gambling is a part of it. I do admit that.
You admit you have a gambling problem
No,
now?
I'm just saying the money I spent was on gambling.
You all get going. $4,200 is your judgment. You all are very confused. Have a good day.